Take the bass line out. Jiggle. Bounce. Let it bump though.
Yo, you're listening to Please Send Dick Pics.
The dicks will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there will be dicks.
You know me well from nightmares of a lonely cell. My only hell, but since when y'all know me to fail.
I'm April.
I'm Rebecca Gambino.
And you're listening to Please Send Dick Pics. Please. Hey, so you've probably heard a name that you didn't recognize. I have a special guest today. Her name is Rebecca Gambino, a.k.a. Becky Jo Harris, a.k.a. Rebecca, a.k.a. Bex Aesthetics. That's her company. Yeah. a.k.a. Big Bird. No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Big Bird. That's
Elmo.
on the street.
But don't call her what?
Becca.
Don't call her Becca. She will slap you. Like, she'll accept it, but inside she'll be, like, seething. Oh, she's seething at me right now. We both know a Becca, and it's not her.
Beccas are very nice, but it's just not me. And if you call me Becca, it's okay. It's just, like, I just get very angry inside. But you can call me Becca. It's fine. I really don't mind. It's fine. It's okay.
Because what do you do? Like, if someone's going to cast you in a film, it's okay?
Well, yeah, they're going to give me a role. I'll be like, call me Becca all day. You're fine.
It's fine. Yeah, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Oh, no. I don't know. I dabble. I
feel you on that.
I do stuff. I act. I do skincare. God.
You're wearing running pants. You obviously run.
I run like a mile, and I'm sweating and tired. That's as far as I go. But I do wear the pants.
Rebecca got a Starbucks before the podcast.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh my God. Every day I realize how much I hate people. Not that I hate them, it's like, it's okay. Like, I strongly dislike some people. Like, okay, let me tell you, I went to Starbucks and first off, they didn't make my drink and they said that we sent it to the wrong store, the mobile app or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll order another one, I guess. And I'm up at the counter talking to these people and this lady behind me goes past me. She's like, excuse me. And I was like, you're excused. I'm so sick of people.
You just, like, yelled it out. You're, like, on the phone
I was
with
on
your
the phone
mom.
with my mom.
You're like, she's like, excuse me. You're like, you're excused.
You're excused. And then she didn't say anything else. And then she's like, I need a water. She's like, I need a venti water. And, like, I could tell the people were going to make it, but she was just being very demanding.
She had 20 kids in tow?
At least 20.
She's a
like
little
5.
a magical school bus, but not so magical.
Yeah, oh no, she was seething with anger inside. I could tell. She was just an angry person, and they wouldn't make the water. I don't know why I'm tired. She just made me so mad. I have to just let this out. So I don't know why she made me so mad. Okay, so they were making the water, obviously, and she was like, it's okay, whatever. She went to leave. I'm like, no, they're making it for you. I didn't say it, but she's like, oh, okay. And actually, under my breath, I went, oh.
You gotta get a new character. Like, Rebecca and I do, like, characters and voices. Like, I like seeing people do weird things, so I'm like, I'm gonna take that on.
Yeah.
You're just doing your natural improv thing.
Well, it's my natural passive-aggressive self.
Everyone who does voices is passive-aggressive. It's so true.
It is.
It's true.
I've been practicing my whole life. I'm very passive-aggressive. My whole family is, and I think I took that on from my...
Do you get told that you are?
No, but again, I live with a passive-aggressive family.
Okay, so they're not gonna tell you.
Tell me that.
They're like, oh, that's how you do things.
Like, wait, am I okay? And they're like, no, you're fine, like that. So I'm like, wait, am I being passive-aggressive? No, you're not being passive-aggressive at all. I got so confused. Am I?
It's kind of hard because, like, I had someone tell me I was passive aggressive, but then they were, and I'm like, you're also passive aggressive.
It doesn't work. You can't have two people.
It's like they were disappointed in themselves and they're trying to put it on me or something.
Projection.
Yeah.
Projection.
So, okay, how do we know each other? I can't figure it out. Where did we meet?
I really don't
We get
know.
along so well.
I don't know where we met. I've thought about this for years. Even before I met you, I was like, how did I meet her? I don't know. I really don't know. It could have been on a set. No, it wasn't on a set. It wasn't. I feel like maybe I saw you through social media, but where did we meet in person?
Okay, I've had my face done. I've had my facial done, but
Yeah.
I knew you before that because I knew
But
to
you
go
knew me
to
before,
you.
Yeah.
We were on Instagram. Let's backtrack. So we're gonna go backwards. So facial a couple times, maybe a waxing of my whole face.
She
almost.
had a lot of hair.
I was like,
I
Harry.
know, she's beautiful. You should
I'm a
see her.
person.
Just-
You're beautiful. We compliment each other all the time. So skincare, Instagram. That's how I knew to go to you.
Yeah, but
And then I cast you in something.
did you?
Yeah, I remember you're like it's not. I mean,
I remember.
I gotta
that.
send it to you. Some people have
That's
seen
what
it.
was. Yeah, you casted me in it.
Oh,
And
but then I
that's
met you
what it
before
was.
that. I met you before my last boyfriend because you were sitting. Oh, you were sitting at a table with your boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
no.
Oh.
Ex-boyfriends.
People in general.
People.
Oh.
So
that
like,
must be it. The
I-
table.
yeah, I was sitting at that like Dos Gringos like film meetup, and I was reading something that like your
what it
ex-boyfriend wrote,
Oh my god.
and I was like, who is that girl over there?
I
Whatever.
looked at you and I was like, who is she?
Yeah.
And we were just all pissed. And we're like,
Yeah.
ew.
Ew. Are we the same person? I don't want to know you. And then, like, I know you, and you're the best person I've ever met. I'm crying. We compliment each other all the time. Oh my gosh. We have a text group of compliments.
And it's just basically like, you're beautiful.
You're
with like
beautiful.
a heart. And like,
Yeah.
it's
Dinosaur
sickening.
emoji.
Oh,
Dinosaur
I love-
emojis all the time. I won't send a dinosaur emoji to just anyone. I think I only send it to you.
I only send
Not
it
even
to
the
you.
T-Rex, just the long neck for some reason.
It's just the long neck because they're graceful.
less
Like
less like invasive.
Yeah,
Less
it's
like
very
"Ugh."
sweet.
Yeah,
It's just
the
like
long
you.
necks are sweet in the dinosaur land.
I just love you.
I love you so much. Ah!
Everyone,
We just hugged during the podcast. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I know that was like 10 minutes. Like, oh my god, just fucking get on with it. Like, yes, we
Get
get
on
it.
to
We
the-
love each other. Oh, where did we meet? Ooh, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
But we gotta get people to cherish their own friendships, and they'll wonder how they met.
We're just trying to teach you guys how to love.
Yeah.
Okay, and then also get pissed at people at Starbucks. Like, fuck you, lady, with your 15 billion kids.
Who are probably church.
Excuse me.
You going to church?
Yes. Excuse me. You're excused.
The bathroom's over there.
Yeah. What, did you fart? That's what my family always says.
Did you fart?
Actually, we only say that to each other, though. I feel
The
like
fact
I
that she
should-
was making water, is this taking too long?
Well, she had a drink, and then I was like, yeah, everyone's getting drinks, lady. You're not special. I'm sorry. I know I look sweet, but I'm actually I get very angry. I almost, like, made a U-turn the
I
other
was
day
very
when
surprised.
someone honked at me. I was this close. I honked back, like, they did, like, a beep, beep, and I was like, beep, beep, and then I, like, debated in my head, like, should I go back? Should I, like, get out of my car and beat
Oh
him
my
up?
god! I didn't know this about you, because I'll beat back if someone beeps at me. I'm just like, the universe. I'm just stay calm, like.
Oh, no.
I'm like, just like, it was supposed to happen. I
I
don't
can't
know.
take meditative.
Do you ever meditate at all?
No. No, I'm just full of anxiety.
So, I mean, I am too. Some days are better than others, right? But no, I'm sorry. It's okay. She's having a breakdown right now. Oh, she's on the floor. Oh no, she's kicking her legs up. Ah! I want to warn everybody. We're about to do the news section, and we might do spontaneous improv, and it may be accurate or inaccurate. So if we make us. Because improv is all about comedy is all about making assumptions about people and like judging. So, whatever we talk about, if we reenact anything here, it might just be inaccurate. Okay, so here we have a first news story. This is how it goes. That's how it goes, Rebecca. So here's a first news story. It's really great. Lyft is going to be offering free rides for the March for Our Lives participants, which are, those mangy kids from Parkland, Florida. They're like, you say it's never a good time to talk about gun control. Well, here's an appointment. We put it in our Google calendars.
Yeah.
You can sign in at the desk, but we're gonna have a March for Our Lives, March 24th.
March 24th.
So, Lyft is like, we're gonna provide rides because,
That's nice.
I know.
I like Lyft.
I love Lyft. Uber's like, fuck you guys. I don't know.
I hate Uber.
Again, this may be inaccurate. I'm just assuming Uber's like,
whatever. And now they don't know what to do, so they're like,
what are they gonna do to compete? Nothing.
Nothing. There's nothing better than that.
Like, we'll charge you more.
Yeah, Uber's like,
opposite.
No, we're better.
They could donate proceeds to a fund. I don't know.
We're trying to help you, Uber, but if you don't take our...
You're too dark for us.
Yeah,
not Black Panther dark, but dark like Joker
racist.
Evil. Dark.
Yeah. Like Joker. You're just dark.
You're just dark.
It's not good. It's not good. We're sorry. I don't know what we could do to help you. Lyft is better.
Go to counseling.
I had a very good conversation with a Lyft driver.
Tell me about it.
It was like a 30-minute drive, and he talked about how he's in construction, and I basically felt like I was his therapist, and he's like, yeah, I'm just really trying, to, get my own company up. And I'm like, oh, that's good. That's really good. He's like, actually. And I'm like, oh, shoot, now I started it. He's like, oh, okay. And then he went into this whole lifelong story. But he was honestly very sweet. And that's my interaction with Lyft drivers so far.
Do you want to improvise a scene right now with that?
Yeah, okay. Kind of be the guy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for picking me up.
Yeah, no problem. My name's Rob.
Oh, hey, Rob. My ex-boyfriend was named Rob. That's cool.
I'm sorry about that. No, I'm a pretty good Rob. I'm pretty nice. I'm 70. I've been in construction for a while.
Oh, that's
basically how I started.
That sounds tough. You guys, I used to work at a bank, and you guys would come in all sweaty and but with $500,000 checks.
It's hard. It's very hard work, and honestly, we don't get paid enough. We don't get paid enough.
$500,000 a paycheck isn't enough. Oh.
No.
Wow, I had no idea.
I need to pay for these shirts, these white shirts with my logo.
The long sleeve shirts that cover you from the sun?
Yeah, because it's hard work. I go out there, you get a lot of sawdust on you, and it's like, people don't get it. You gotta wear the shoes. You gotta...
Steel toe, right?
Yeah.
Those are like $100,000 themselves.
Oh, God. Don't even remind me. I have at least 3 pairs. Wasting my money. I'm not even in the business anymore, but I'm really
no.
Well, that's why I'm driving Lyft.
Oh, that's right. So what are you trying to do?
You keep forgetting this whole ride. You keep forgetting I don't have a job. I'm driving Lyft. The whole time I was like, are you still working? For that, he's like, again, I'm a Lyft driver.
What I'm saying exactly what you said. I thought you had a job. It looks like you have a job.
Yeah. I'm a Lyft driver, so that's what I'm doing right now. I wanted to retire, but, those bills come in, and you're like, oh, shoot. I'm old. And then also, I drive Lyft and...
to feel young, right?
It's nice driving you people around, because you come from all walks of life. I know you didn't have a stutter, but I feel like I need
you do that in a lot of your stuff. I love it.
So, yeah. So,
could be Andy Griffith.
Rob, that's my name, right? Yeah. So, where are we going again?
Oh, you didn't? Oh, sorry. We've
been sitting here for 20 minutes. We've just been sitting.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We haven't even left yet. Oh, my gosh. Well, did you see the address in the app? I'm going to 105 West Main.
That's right. Okay. Oh, you're going pretty far. All right. Let's put this in here.
It's not in there already?
No, again, I'm old. I don't know how to do technology too well. I like to listen to your stories mostly.
Do you only successfully drive one person a week because of all the technological issues?
Mainly, but we only halfway get there, and I just drop them off on the freeway. I panic. So, it's not gonna happen today to you, kid. You're beautiful.
Don't touch me.
enthusiastic.
Do you have grandkids?
I have 2 grandkids.
Do I look like your grandkids?
No.
Okay. Your grandkids are black? Okay. So.
Yeah. One name's Mitty and one name's Schmitty.
That's terrible. There's a movie, though. There's a movie named after that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Walter Mitty. I took my son to see that, and then he named his grandkid Mitty.
Is your son like 60?
He's at least 85.
He's older than you. Wow. You must have just like adopted him, maybe married. Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know how it works. I don't know.
Oh, we can edit.
I don't know the logistics of it, April.
But drop me off at this freeway. Bye.
Bye. It's like my voice changed.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You just matched my voice. Okay, so next story. Let's see. What's an interesting one? Trump's on a new diet. No more Big Macs. No more having sex with Big Macs late at night.
Ooh.
He's been told by a doctor or some person who might just be posing as a doctor that he hasn't fired yet, to have more salads, soups, fish. I was reading this article and it says, guys, I can read. Isn't that crazy?
I'm so proud of her.
Thank you.
Though. Like, she's been trying for months.
I got hooked on phonics. I got hooked on news phonics. So,
she's an addict.
I'm an addict. So apparently he went to McDonald's a lot because he's afraid of getting poisoned, like all his life.
I get that.
But you trust McDonald's because he's like, they don't know when you're coming.
They don't know when you're coming. You go there. You say, hey, can I have a Big Mac? They're like,
And a fish fillet.
And a fish.
Filet-O-fish.
A filet of fish. I'm sorry, a fish fillet. What do you say again? And they're like, it's a fish fillet. And they're like, are you Donald Trump? I'm like, I am not Donald Trump. I've never been Donald Trump. Don't ask.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me. Give me my Big Mac. And then they give... Yeah.
And they give him 3. Like, one, they're all free.
They're all free. One's for sex, apparently.
One's for the bathtub.
I did not know that. I did not know he had sex with Big Macs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm flustered. I can't believe it.
Oh my god, I'm so happy that this McDonald's store can be his sex store. We are a Fascinations.
We're a Fascination / McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh. We just have this look like, yeah, good.
Wow.
Anyone listening, make that happen.
That's amazing.
Sex store McDonald's.
They're both like late night excursions. You know? Like, so I feel like you do just need to combine them, and then you're set. I'm gonna do it.
That's a great idea.
I think that's my new
skincare. No,
job.
getting out of skincare, getting out of acting.
No, out of acting, out of skincare. I'm just opening.
Oh my
up a
gosh, we'd be so
McDonald's
popular.
chain.
Like if I helped you, we'd be like in the news all the time.
Yeah, because they'd be like, "What the hell's this?"
It's like bikini beans, like the bikini people serving the coffee. Like and around Phoenix, there's a place called Bikini Espresso or Bikini Bean. It's pretty good coffee. You never notice, like, you can tell where someone gets the beans. Like, each place gets their beans from, like, a place in the area. And you can kind of tell, like, oh, you get your beans from Cartel. Or you get it from...
No. April.
You can't tell.
I don't think
What's wrong with me?
I don't think... I mean, I go to Starbucks. I'm like a
Their beans
corporate.
are from Dunkin', so...
What? Oh, I'm pissed. Dunkin's is
Why not
like
save
cheaper.
money? What the fuck? Okay, here's a quote, though, about McDonald's. I guess Trump told Anderson Cooper in
Can I
2016.
do an impression of this?
Yes, you can read this.
Oh,
so
sorry.
basically, we think McDonald's chicken nuggets are fake, or like a pink meat. I think their burgers are the same, right? Okay, so this is what the quote said. Read it.
All right, I want to preface this. I'm a very clean person. I like cleanliness, and I think you're better off going there than maybe someplace that you have no idea where the food's coming from. It's a certain standard. My name's Donald Trump. I support this message.
So that's what he has to say about McDonald's. And we're like, good for him that he thinks it's a good. That he knows where the food's coming from.
He
That's
knows.
good. He's seen the videos.
I don't know where it's coming from.
I don't know. It's
At
just
least
a
he knows.
combination of animals just ground up, and then it's pink somehow. Looks like a smoothie, but it's not a strawberry smoothie. It's meat.
It's meat. It's definitely food.
It's definitely some sort of food that'll really wreck your stomach and give you.
I get this wild hair at least twice a year, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I pass by that McDonald's, I'm like, I want a what is it called?
Kids meal? Did you just like stop? Like it's a kid's, what is it? It's a meal.
Is this? A meal. Like, oh, a shit. Food? Oh, shit. I'm going to get that kid's meal. So I get it. And then I eat it.
Eat the toy.
Well, first you have to eat the toy.
It's made of cake.
It's made of cake. and then I eat the burger and I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. But it might be because of that toy. Now that I think about it.
It's the toy. There's toys in all the stuff that comes out of that machine.
Last one was plastic.
Oh, wow.
I had to go to the hospital.
Nice. So, like, your McDonald's food ends up being a $500,000 bill. I'm in the $500,000.
That's why I only go bi-yearly. I'm losing a lot of money. Kind of like that guy that buys those steel-toed shoes.
Yeah, the poor guy.
I feel sorry for him.
Let's see what we have next.
He stutters a lot.
Oh, God.
He has a problem.
He's old. You gotta, like, just... Okay, so Jennifer Lawrence and Jodie Foster are replacing Casey Affleck at the Oscars for the Best Actress category. I guess the previous year's winners will present, like, in the different categories.
Oh,
so apparently, I'm like, why would he presenting Best Actress?
Sense.
Hello. Okay, but now I understand.
I
also, it kind of doesn't make sense. But
no, it doesn't make any sense.
He backed out himself because he had 2 sexual assault lawsuits he settled from his 2010 film I'm Still Here. So, you know.
What?
Wow. I feel kind of bad that I don't feel bad that like all this crap is coming up because like, you know, people who are not oppressed don't get oppression. They don't get that. So like it's kind of like it's kind of sad if you're like looking forward to presenting at an award and you're like, "Oh, what? I raped somebody 5 years ago and I can't," or whatever he did.
Sucks,
damn. And it's, you know, it's kind of sad, like all the stuff that's happening, but also it's like, great. Good. What do you think?
I said, good.
Let's
get him out of there.
Yeah.
Even though Casey like
you just never know. I'm always like, who's next? Like, who do I like that we're going to find out about?
You know, it's a running joke that Tom Hanks is next.
What?
But that can't happen. And if that does...
Don't ruin my perception of him.
No. Because he's such a beautiful man. I love Tom Hanks. So if that ever happens, I'll be upset. But Casey Affleck, I didn't think that was...
Who is he from, like, from a carpet or mud? Like...
What?
I'm just kidding. No, he seemed like, I guess, nice, right? I don't know.
Casey Affleck seemed very nice. I mean... I'm confused.
Like, what about James Franco's brother? Are we going to find out about him?
Oh.
I feel like Casey Affleck and James Franco's brother.
They're, like, similar.
They're similar, yeah. I get them kind of confused.
Like,
even though they don't look the same, but...
But, you know, they have the same trajectory.
Yeah.
But if that happens, then I'll be also very upset. It just seems like people are coming out left and right, and I just can't take it anymore.
Some of them willingly, some of them are like, whoa.
Like,
I did that? Oh, that sounds like something I would do.
She's exaggerating.
Or yeah, like, I didn't do it.
I didn't do that.
Let's see what else here. New York Times. Oh, the New York Times did an article where they compare the steps to buying a gun in 15 countries to the United States gun buying process. I will say buying a gun in the U.S. can take like less than an hour or less than a day. It's not the it's actually surprisingly not the easiest place to get a gun. Yemen is the easiest place to get a gun. Basically, it's like, hey, I want a gun. They're like, okay. And that's it. And sometimes they don't even reinforce that. You can just get one for free. Like, if you see one on the street, they don't even check.
So at least we're not as bad as Yemen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. A lot of the countries, like Japan, seem to have like the most steps. Like if the U.S. has like 3 steps, or like Australia has like maybe, I want to say 10, maybe 7 to 10 steps. Japan has like 13, 15 steps to get a gun. And a lot of it's like they're going to interview people you know. A lot of them have this. Like they interview you, they find out if you're mentally ill, first, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, like interview your family. Some of them, like, you can buy the gun, and then you have to wait 3 days to pick it up, because they don't want you to have this, like, violent, like, if you're in violent mode.
And you need the gun now.
To kill someone now. They're like, wait it out, cool off, like a cooling off period.
Just calm down, see your therapist, okay.
And then some of them have strict, like, I think in a place in Africa, I can't remember, Africa, and there's another place where, like, the gun, it seems like
there's one country where I'm like reading the steps and I'm like, these seem, pretty good. And then and then down below it had a little factoid and it says this country has the highest black market for guns. And I'm like, oh. So I don't know if it's like, I think it's like Mexico and like this country in Africa that have the highest black market for guns. And their steps seemed reasonable. Like they're not as extensive as Japan's, but.
So like, what can you do? Like what? I think. I don't know. I'm bad at politics.
No. I know.
Start stuttering,
This is so
like,
weird for you.
Whatever you want.
I just think that everyone should get along. I want everyone to be happy. Just don't kill each other. My God.
Yeah.
But if you want a gun, it's like, okay, like, go ahead, get the gun.
Oh, some of them make you take classes,
Yeah, to get your license.
And then if someone isn't joined in a gun club anymore, like Australia or some country like that has to report that that person left. Like, anyone who leaves the gun club because they might just be going rogue they have to show that they can handle putting the gun together.
So which one's the best? Is Australia doing pretty well with
Australia is in a lot of news articles as the best. I would think Japan has the most steps, so they'd be the best, but some of the countries it seemed like you can't even get the gun. Like, your chances are pretty slim. So, as far as, like, getting a gun, Australia makes it a privilege, not a right. So maybe that's, like, the best. Like, between extreme steps and not enough steps, Australia might be, like, pretty close to being in the middle. Yemen, again, nothing. There's, like, they don't even reinforce it. China, you get a gun, they keep your gun. You have to keep it, like, in a locker. What? You don't get to take it home. So that's...
What? Okay. That makes sense, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just get so confused. I obviously could not, like... be a part of any kind of... See, I don't even know the word for it. Like, I could not work for the government.
I mean, if you worked for them, you'd just be anti-gun, right? Like, or...
I don't know what I would be.
Yeah,
I want everyone to be happy.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to be happy.
I'm sure politicians are going through that all the time. Unless they're paid millions of dollars by the NRA, then they swing that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure if they grew up hunting, they're like, oh, that makes sense. I'll take your money, NRA. Let's just pray that nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Let's just put our thoughts into it and
just meditate.
Let's all just meditate that
I just
nothing
think we
happens.
all should go to a meditative class and say, what do we need? What do we want?
If we meditate enough, the guns will just go away.
Or
no one will die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just ask God and the universe for guns to lock themselves up, take themselves out of people's houses, and
just disappear.
Used for, like, when it's needed, which is never. But
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
This is a good gun yoga class.
That's basically all we talk about. It's 5 minutes of talking about
No,
guns.
we're not doing any poses.
No,
we're just
poses.
like...
No poses.
No poses.
Oh my gosh.
We don't want to look like a gun.
No.
Don't pose like a gun.
Oh, no.
The gun pose is off limits in this class.
We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
We don't do that here, Sarah.
Sarah, stop doing that.
Fuck you, Sarah.
Like, oh, Sarah's getting a gun. Oh,
Sarah,
crap.
no.
Sarah,
Oh,
no.
No.
It's her really talking. Oh my gosh. We're like, somebody's going to listen to this and they're like, hey, there was a shooting at a yoga class. And they're going to reference this podcast.
Oh,
No! Oh, crap.
Ah.
Let's see what else. Okay, and then something related. Florida banned the AR-15 rifle, which was used in the Parkland shooting.
Oh, good.
And then took it back 15 minutes later. Like, oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
That's like when you pick out some socks and then you change your mind.
You're like,
because, except if there's guns on the socks, which makes them more dangerous. Then you might be like, oh, okay. Like, it's like you pick out a pair of socks, there's no print, it's just white, and you're like, oh, I don't want those. And you go back for the socks with guns on them, and you're like, oh, this is what we wanted.
This is what I wanted originally. What was I even thinking?
That's so weird. Well, we're getting closer. It's all just like baby steps. And then another thing is, so Delta took away the NRA discount for NRA members. And I guess 13 people ever only use the NRA discount at Delta. But, like, because of that, Georgia Republicans, because Delta's based in Georgia, they reacted by taking away their big jet fuel tax break. And I'm like, 13 people used it in, like, the whole country.
Make sense.
Yeah, I don't know what time span. They didn't say the time span, if it's the past 10 years or something. But, like, only one person used your discount? Well, we're throwing you on the streets.
Yeah, we're going to just throw you out there.
We're going to throw you in a fire pit.
Jerks.
Yeah.
Oh, Georgia's just angry.
We're going to chop off your limbs because one person used the discount that we all, like, freaking Republicans, you can use the discount. It was just 13. It was just Georgia Republicans. It's all 13 of them just used
all
it.
Of them. That's why Georgia's so mad.
Like, we were the 13 who used it. 13. Let's see, any more boring articles here? Let's see.
No.
Okay. So, this is all NRA stuff. When NRA members are at gun shows, like there's gun shows throughout the country.
Yeah.
When they're at gun shows, it's statistically proven Americans are safer when the NRA members are distracted by a gun show.
Really?
Yeah. So that's all we need. We need to have a 24/7 gun show that they're all at, and let's just bomb it. Just kidding, no.
Yeah, let's become more violent. Oh, violence begets
bombs
violence.
are okay though. Yeah.
Violence begets violence.
Violence.
Violets.
Violets.
I love violets.
Begets
Violets.
Purple flowers begets purple flowers.
I like flowers.
And purple crayons.
I love purple.
I sound like your sister when she's like, Lily, like Calla Lily.
Her name is Calla Lily.
You have a dog named
Lily. That's the one that you've been hearing barking.
Oh, there's a barking in the background, yeah.
Listen.
Oh.
Isn't that just soothing? I hear
You
them
can hear
all day. But just to let you know, her name's Calla Lily.
Your sister is, you said, the most uncreative person, but she's creative with the names.
She's a creative person, but she just got really mad about me calling her Lillian. But I love calling. Oh, I spit.
It's okay.
I love calling Lillian.
I love your spit. It's okay.
Oh,
so. Yeah, I will be talking in my car and I'll see a spit fly and no one's in the car, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. But like, oh, no one's in the car with me. Okay, I'm not worried about that. What if someone next to the car saw me? Okay.
Oh, I always worry about that.
So, gun-related injuries dropped 20% nationwide during NRA conventions between 2007 and 2015, and 63% in the states hosting the conventions. And then these reductions were seen despite no corresponding reduction in crime rates. And it's because the attendees of these shows are the most hardcore NRA participants.
I'm just doing gestures
like,
right now.
We're just doing like punk rock. Yeah, she's like at a concert, like NRA concert. Like just gunshots. It's like a rap concert. She's doing a Yosemite Sam like pistol gun gestures right now with both her hands.
I don't know okay, anyways.
Oh, and then this one. There's a lot of stuff, like for years, I can show you pictures, but you know Rihanna?
Oh god. Yeah.
The R&B person Rihanna.
No, I know her.
I thought there was only one picture, but yesterday I found out there's like 5 pictures of her walking in like stiletto heels on like sewer grates. Like walking like how like
I know what
how does her like little stiletto not get caught in the grates? How do you does there
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Illuminati.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh.
That is what I thought.
Obviously.
Oh my gosh.
Triangle, the
eye. Oh my gosh, that makes sense.
High heels.
Yeah.
So if you take that logic and you put it into her high heels and the fact that she makes so much money and her name's Rihanna, bam, Illuminati.
Yeah.
Done.
And she walks on a lot of grates. No one else. Only her.
Only her.
Beyonce doesn't?
I need to research this because this is
Kardashians
very
don't?
interesting. I don't research anything about gun laws. I don't do any of that. But I research a lot about celebrities and their grates and their high heels. So I mean that's all I provide for society. I'm sorry.
That's a good providation. I don't know. Is that a word? That's
providation. It's providation.
Is it? Is that a word? I thought it was like Providence, and I just like it's a state.
It's providation. It's not. It's not. I don't go out there saying that word because that's wrong.
So now we're gonna do Dick of the Week, which is You do have one.
Well, I already told you.
Oh, is it that lady?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like I thought you were talking about it. It's either Richard or Dick, like someone.
Oh, we can do that. Well, I was gonna do Dick of the Week.
Dick of the Week. Oh my god, I have like plenty of them.
Okay, tell me something.
Okay. That lady at Starbucks. Jesus Christ.
Criminy.
There was another, guy. It's all like just random people related that I encounter in life. Like that one guy that was in front of me at the gas station, and he was acting like I was blocking him, and he like looked at me like, and I was like, what? Like that. I did like the face back at him. He's like, whatever, and he goes,
"You're so gangster."
He puts the gas in his car, and I'm like putting the gas in my car at the same time, and now we're like racing each other because I'm like I am blocking him, but he's like, oh great, now I'm gonna have to wait for the freaking Kia Soul to get out.
People pass me all the time in my Kia Soul.
Oh, you have no idea how angry I get. I like race.
I've been doing that kind of, but no. Oh my God, your eyes. She's covering her face with her shirt right now.
I just get so.
Oh my God. I understand. Yeah. Oh my God, she's ripping her hair out. No, don't. Your hair's so pretty. Oh my God, it's okay. I feel you.
I just hate people.
You would die in LA.
Oh my God. I would probably get into a fight every day. I'd be so hardcore.
Good monologue, though.
Well, yeah. I'd probably start wearing brass knuckles. And like what are those called? Those teeth.
Like the grills?
Yeah, the grills.
You're like... You look all nice, and then they're like, they're like being mean to you, you show them your grill, and they're like, what the fuck? Oh God, she lost all her teeth so many fights.
I like pull out my brass knuckles.
Just spikes on them.
What? Do you want this? You know, like half of the time if someone like honks at me or something on the road or like pass me up or cut me off, I just want to like when we stop at the red light and they're next to me, I just want to like put my car in park. Get out of the car. I'm sorry, I yelled. I got very upset. Get out of my car. Go around my car to their driver's door, whatever, and say, roll down your fucking window.
This is a stick up.
This is a stick up with my hands. I'll punch you to oblivion.
Just punch their window open.
Oh man, I'm just a very angry person.
Oh my God, I saw the coffee. So my dick of the week is no one compared to that.
Oh yeah.
Mine was just I woke up late one day.
Oh, that's true. The dick of the week is you.
Yeah. It's my own.
No, honey.
Thank you.
Oh, it's your alarm. Okay, good.
Okay. I fucking punched my alarm.
Fuck you, alarm. Fuck you. Okay,
one time I had to set my alarm, like my phone didn't. I think I lost my phone. And I had to set my oven as the alarm to wake up. It worked though, and I was like, "Who is baking something?" And I was just like, "Turn that." You know, like your alarm gets in your dream.
Yeah.
Like in my dream, I'm like, "Turn that off."
And then your mind's like, wait,
I set the oven. Yeah. Well, like, dick of the week for me, well, I'm just picking one that I'm trying to appease everybody who's listening who doesn't care about politics, or some that do. Trump is always the dick of the week, usually, for us on this podcast, because for, like, a few days ago, actually this month, I think it's been going on for a few weeks, he's planning some sort of parade for the military or, like, first responders for... shootings, everything. But it's also like a parade, I think, to honor himself. But one article totally could be lying. I don't know. But it said it was a parade. I like to think he's having a march parade, like a little march for himself, because he visited the Parkland victims.
You know what? But he's like, you ever see that picture of that little doggy that's walking through that parade? And he's like, if you're having a bad day, just remember, you know those memes, like, if you're having a bad day, just remember this dog thought this parade was just for him. And he's walking through the parade, and, like, everyone's cheering, and he's, like, all happy. That's Trump.
You're right, he is born in the year of the dog.
He's the little doggy. That's
like,
why
do I know that?
I don't know. You know more about Trump than, like...
I don't want to. Please, somebody get rid of him. Okay. Somebody just have like Barney as president. Okay.
Oh, Barney.
Or like a Teletubby as a president. So a superhero of the week, really quick, is, I'm starting this since the last episode, Daniela Vega. She's at the Oscars today. She's the first transgender woman not to get an award, but she's presenting at the Oscars because she was in a South American movie called A Fantastic Woman, and she was going to be a consultant for that movie. They were going to, because they always cast somebody, like, for transgender gay movies, they always cast a straight person, or, like, I guess for, like, someone who's paraplegic, they always cast somebody who's not paraplegic instead of an actual. So they were going to cast a girl just to play this role, and she was going to be the consultant. Like, can you be our transgender consultant?
But she's like, wait a second, I can act.
She's like, wait a minute. Yeah. And they're like, wait a minute. And then they're like, wait a minute, I'll send you the script.
Right.
And then you're in this now. So that's good. That's so awesome. I want to see it. Just found out about it yesterday. So, yeah, Celebrity Dick of the Week. Who is yours?
Oh. Well, I just recently heard about, I don't know if you guys know about, okay. I don't know if you know about Richard Gere. Gere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This rumor is like billions of years ago, but I guess he stuffed a gerbil up his ass. But it's a rumor. It's on Snopes. But I just want to, we looked it up. I just want to read just something funny from it. Where is it? Where is this? Okay. So apparently we don't know the gerbil's name because the gerbil's name was, end quote, the gerbil's name was withheld by request of the family.
Oh, man.
I really wanted to know that gerbil's name.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the gerbil's name was like Snowball. And then
Betsy.
Now, little Betsy. They're like, no, little Betsy.
Not little Betsy.
Not little Betsy. But yeah, rumor is that he had an emergency gerbilectomy.
At Cedars-Sinai, where all the celebrities go in California.
Since literally thousands of different doctors and nurses claim to have been on duty at the time Mr. Gere was allegedly brought in for treatment.
And why would he have a gerbil up his ass? Why would he do that?
Well, like it's pleasurable, obviously.
It's sex store stuff. They sell them at the sex store.
They sell them
Fascination. At the sex store at McDonald's.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. So you get your Big Mac and you get the gerbil.
They actually will put it up your ass for you if you want.
Well, yeah, it's a gerbil ass treatment.
Yeah. And it's only, what, $1.99 on the $1.99?
Oh, no, it reaches almost $2.99.
Oh, that's expensive.
They increased it since 1990. But
it's a nice gift for your husband if he wants.
Yeah. I mean, it's pleasurable, I'm guessing. I don't know. I've never done it myself, but that's my dick of the week. Richard Gere and his gerbils. We don't know the gerbil's name.
He probably has a basement full of them.
Yeah. But he's like, so that didn't happen.
But now it's like all these gerbils.
But now he's so fascinated by it. He's like, but what if it did happen? And now he's actually done it because he's like,
oh, yeah.
So it didn't actually happen, but because we perpetuated this rumor, now it has happened. But he still claims it didn't happen.
He's a cool guy.
He's cool. He's a good actor. What's your dick of the week?
Mine was on one of my favorite shows. You know the Thomas the Train on PBS? Oh, Thomas the Train. I hope somebody... It's a train with a face.
Oh, Thomas! I thought you said... I'm sorry, my hearing's bad. I thought you said Thomas Citraine.
I like that name. Thomas Citraine. I was the original Thomas the Train.
Thomas Citraine. I thought it was like some sort of French name.
I like that name.
Thomas Citraine.
Yes,
of course I watched Thomas the Train.
This guy was Mr. Conductor at Shiny Time Station.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember him. He looked kind of gay, actually. But he was voted... Oh, that would give it away. So his father was an avid fan of swing music. Oh. He was into skiffle music and blues. I don't know what the fuck that is. I didn't look that up. And then before being turned on by rock and roll, he was voted like 5th greatest drummer of all time. So he's a drummer. He also doesn't really sing a lot, but he did sing background vocals on my favorite song by this band, Maxwell's Silver Hammer. And he has a weird title. Like his name is actually Sir Richard Starkey, MBE. What? like Milton Bradley. And it means member of Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. It was like an honor system for people who don't go to war in Britain. So it's Ringo Starr. Oh, God. And I read it just like Ringo Starr would read it.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr.
No, that guy sounds so interesting.
I didn't know his name was Richard.
I didn't know he existed.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, his name's... That's Ringo?
Yeah, Richard Starkey, yeah. I thought he was named after a raccoon, not Richard.
Oh, my God.
What the hell? Oh, my gosh. So, let's see. We just want to talk about, like, maybe one or two personal topics. Anything?
Yes. Okay, let's see if anything rings
a bell. That sounds good.
I already talked about how I was raised to be passive aggressive. What about you? Like, are there any like how
I was raised?
Characteristics?
Oh yeah. My dad is like kind of flighty. I'm pretty flighty. I get told I'm like my dad a lot, and like he blames other people for things he does, but I don't do that. I'm more like just kind of like multitasking all the time, and I think. Yeah. People do that.
No, I'm just very passive aggressive, obviously, because a lot of times
I see it in your eyes.
Yeah, I know. Excuse me, and I'm like, you're excused. Like that happens every day.
Let's see.
Times you felt so down that it seemed impossible to recover from. Oh God, I think every time I feel down, it's when like I'm going through like a relationship, and then every time like relationship ends, I'm like, never again.
Yeah.
And then it happens again. I'm like, oh no, and then I'm like, never again. So I think the time I felt like the most down was when I went through a breakup, and I was like, oh no. But that's about it. Yeah.
Well, like I think I can think. I tend to like overanalyze and think myself down. Like, you can get trapped, and you can, like, not be able to get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at saying, no, don't be upset. And then some days I'm like, no, you can be upset. Some days I just kind of, like, lay in bed, I watch TV, I eat snacks, I'm like, whatever. And then the next day I'm like, okay, I'm getting stuff done. You know, so I think you need those down days. Day.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you're just up all the time, it's like...
you need those days where you have that soundtrack on...
That makes like, you cry.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like... I just have,
the soundtrack from Gladiator.
One
of those songs. I'll send it to you.
Okay. What's the name of that? Anyways.
Just
Sia. Like, you listen to Sia.
Oh, yeah.
You know her.
Her old stuff makes me sad.
Oh, my gosh.
Her stuff from, like, 2007?
Yeah, that stuff. I listen to those songs on repeat. I'm, like, crying.
Oh, my God. Before she hit her face.
Yeah. I'm like, wait.
It's like, I don't have a face anymore. Is she English? I don't know.
No, she's Australian.
Oh, close enough.
She's Australian. My name's Sia. I don't have a face. I'm like, yeah, you do. I've seen it.
Okay, do you attract single guys or taken guys more, and why do you think that is? And
single guys.
I attract taken guys. They don't like ask me out necessarily, but I'm just like,
notice that.
Why? Like some of them are my comedian friends, so it's like okay, like I don't care. But
but so that you guys are connected somehow, and they find that connection, but they're like, oh shoot, I'm taken though. But they get.
I don't know. Like I don't think they want to. They definitely try to flirt, but no, I mean like. They don't ask me out or anything. Like, they talk about their girlfriends, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't even know. I'm in a place where I don't know if I find anyone attractive. Like, I'm usually just all about myself.
Yeah.
And,
that's good.
But I think I just seem so, like, independent.
That you start attracting.
Yeah, maybe, like, and I think people get into relationships they don't want to be in. Sometimes they feel stuck, right? Like, you felt stuck.
I felt a little stuck. The last two relationships, I felt a little stuck, and I'm like, oh, no. You know,
like what do I do?
Oh, no.
You can get out. You're not married.
Yeah, but then you don't want to get out because you know it'll be such a shit show. You know what I mean?
Like the breaking of, like, burning a bridge, or just how you feel.
Yeah, like you want like to be friends, but you know it's going to go so badly that that's not going to happen. And so you put it off for like a month or two, and you're like, oh no. And you try to make it work, and then your anxiety gets to you, and you're like laying in bed, and you're like, oh no, I'm crying every day. And then you're like, oh God, I need to make this end.
And then you're like,
oh, and then they're crying, and you're crying, and they're crying, and you're like, well, this isn't good. And they're like, no, it's fine. And you're like, no, it's not good. We shouldn't be in a relationship.
Like, for me, like, let me get out.
Yeah,
I don't care about you.
Please. you know this isn't healthy. And they're like, no, it's healthy. I'm like, you don't know what healthy
it's abusive.
is. This isn't good. And they're like, oh, no, I think it's fine. They're like, no, it's not. And then you break up with them and they're like, fuck you. And then you're like, ah.
But you feel sad you're crying for them or for yourself?
I cry. I cry just for anything, honestly. but yeah, I cry. Well, and then I get told, like, you're emotionless, you're awful. And I'm like, but they're saying that.
They don't
like,
see you when you're crying, though.
No,
they
no,
don't
no.
know that.
They're texting me that, but meantime, I'm reading their text messages, and I'm sobbing.
Crying.
And I'm like, and then, I swear, feeling alone right now. I don't mean to be a bad person. I just know this isn't healthy, and we should break it off.
You're controlling. Oh, God. Yeah, I read some of the texts that, like, your last boyfriend sent you, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, to me, I was like, I don't know this person. I'd be like, it'd be like a random message you get on Facebook where someone's judging you. And I'm like, I don't fucking know you. I don't really care.
Terrible.
But you know them.
I
so
know
like,
them, so it was even worse. So
I can't put a face to it, so it doesn't affect me.
I read all the text messages and I'm crying, and then all of a sudden I get another text like, I bet you don't even feel anything right now.
Like me, I read your text and they called you, what, 12 times?
Oh, they
Left
called
the
me
voicemail?
12 times. They
I'm
left
like,
me 2
them.
voicemails, and then they texted me like 15 times, calling me like,
God.
a bitch. I'm like, you're a fucking bitch.
Well,
You're
then,
a monster.
I mean, obviously they weren't someone you want to be with, because they'd probably call you bitch like years from now.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, when they do that, I think it's when you break up with someone, they're like, I understand. This is what you have to do. And then you're like, wow, this is a good person. Like, you know, maybe it could later on work out.
Yeah.
But if you break up with them and they're like, you're a fucking bitch.
I'm alone now.
You're a monster. I hate you. You're never going to find love. You know, when that happens, I'm like, oh, so I did make the right decision.
Yeah.
So it actually helps in the long run. It just made me cry a lot when it first happened.
I get those messages and I'm not even in a relationship. Like one time I was on like OkCupid before I got banned for no reason.
Oh, no.
I get banned, like if I deactivate, suddenly I'm banned from it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't send any weird messages or anything.
Yeah.
But I think I was looking for a place. I'll kind of like ask guys, like I was doing dating in LA even though I was in Phoenix, and like I was like, hey, like when they message me, I'd be like, hey, you know, I'm looking for a place out there. If you see anything, let me know. And they'd be like, oh, just moving with me in my bed. And I'm like, okay, no. It sounds like rape. So, but one guy was like, oh, I'm seriously looking for a place. And I'm like, cool. So like we started texting, and then he started sending me photos of his abs right away. And I go, oh, did you mean to send that?
No.
I'm like, oh shit. Like maybe he was trying to date me too, because it was on a dating site that we were talking.
Oh, God.
Never expressed any interest in him in that way, but
Right.
I was like, oh, cool. Oh no, he said, send me a photo. And I go, yeah, sure, I'll send you a photo if I'm online and I find a place. I'll send a photo of the place, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he meant.
You.
Yeah.
So
and
we're
he
both
said,
oblivious.
I kind of know what people mean. I try to like avoid knowing what they
Very
mean. I try not to assume, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I know what he means, but I'm just going to pretend I don't.
Yeah.
And then he sent a picture of his abs, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. And I said, I just got a relationship like a month ago. I'm just not interested. You know, I don't mind making friends. And then he started immediately, he's like, you're a bitch. But you're a cunt. You're going to die in LA. It's going to rip you to shreds.
It's
and I'm
always like, you're going to die alone. You're a bitch. You're a monster. I hate you. It's always like those things. I'm like,
and I'm like, no, LA... I'm like, you're gonna die in LA.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. It sounds like it's happening to you right now.
Yeah,
so
projection, they're projecting.
Like what's happening to them is projected.
They're calling you a monster, but in their they feel like they're the monster. So
Yeah.
they're trying to project it onto you. That's what I'm trying to think.
But sometimes I feel like saying things to people too, but it's always right.
No, I do. The person told me like, I hope you have a great life.
I saw that.
you belong where you are, or something like that. And then I'm like, well, I hope you have a great life too.
You belong where you are in a nice bedroom.
Yes.
You have a beautiful life. Like you belong where you are.
Like you're never gonna be successful. Honestly, when I do break up with like these people that are like negative like that, I notice when I do that, all of a sudden my life has a sudden upturn. You know what I mean?
Good.
And so like I've been doing so well the past year, and I'm like, I think it's because I've been like getting rid of it's just weird. They're like, your life is gonna go to hell. I'm like, no, it was in hell. And now
with you.
Yeah, with you.
You are hell.
You are hell. And I don't want to say, like, I feel bad. Like,
no, just say it.
You're hell.
Yeah, you are all the things you're telling me. Oh my gosh.
They made me cry.
But yeah, so like again, I'm reading and I'm like, I don't understand, but I don't know that person. So it's like, but if you read my people I knew, maybe you'd be like. But some people, like a lot of relationships, I'm already checked out. Like months before we break up, I'm already like, I don't think this is gonna work out.
No, that's what I do too.
Okay.
And I think they start to sense that, and they get all like, and then that makes you want to check out even more, and they get all like, I don't know. I
don't think mine's sensitive, but I'm like, like 6 months, like 3 months in, 6 months in, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, but you're like, maybe I could try to make it work.
Yeah,
you try.
Like, I kind of know. I know where I'm going though. That's probably why I'm like, you're not coming with me. Like I kind of know, like that's why I'm not dating, because I kind of don't.
You're smart.
I don't want to drag people around like, oh, I'm moving here, I'm moving there. I don't want to drag them into it.
Right.
So yeah.
You're a smart person.
Let's see what else. So we did that. Oh, best birthday party you've ever had or went to?
Oh yeah. Okay. This is.
These are like sleepover questions now.
No, oh my god. So when I was little, I was very introverted. And so my mom would put together, like, the birthday parties and everything. So this isn't necessarily, like, the best birthday party, but it's the one I remember the most. So we had a sleepover, and I think I was in, like, 3rd grade or something. And I just remember, like, oh, my God. In my head, it was going on forever. Because, again, I'm introverted, barely talk to anyone.
Scared.
Everyone else, my best friend, she, like, was very talkative. So she, like, talk to everyone, and I'm just sitting there. We have a cake, we open presents, like, okay, and everyone's still there. Like, oh my God,
after the
how
presents
long does this go on? So I go into my mom, and I'm like, they're all in the family room, and I'm like, I leave them. I go to my mom. I'm like, well, hey, so when do they go home?
Do they live here now?
Well, my mom's like, well, it's a sleepover.
Oh,
so,
You're like, what?
I'm like,
wait. What? This is... So what, 10 people were sleeping over?
Yeah, well, it was like 8 girls.
That's
and
enough.
They're all giggling in the family room. I'm like, and I'm like, I don't know how to carry conversations.
Some of them your mom paid to come.
Yeah, well, they all like... I barely talk. I didn't really talk to anyone. I had a hard time carrying conversations. I still have a hard time. But, like...
I fake it.
Somehow
fake it.
Make it.
Yeah.
So my mom and I sat on the living room couch for a little bit, and I'm like...
Were you, like, hugging, like, oh
my God. I was like, I don't want to go back in. And so I think I eventually went back in there, and I was like, I'm going to go to bed. And so I went and slept in my own bed. Because I'm like...
Those girls all knew each other.
Yeah,
not
they all
you.
knew each other.
It's a sleepover for them at someone else's house.
It was. And so they stayed up until the wee hours of the night. I remember. And I slept. I had a really good time sleeping in my own bed.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice.
Happy birthday.
I guess it was a good birthday. They had fun, and I had fun. Yeah, so that was my most memorable birthday.
Mine was probably my 8th birthday. It was the most my brother and I did combo birthdays. Our birthdays are both in April. He's the 19th, I'm the 9th. So we'd have a combo party, and none of his friends would ever show up. So sad. But mine showed up, and it was just it was probably the most picturesque birthday I've ever had.
Yeah.
This one party. And we had hula hoop contest, piñata. I was just oh my gosh, people are here for me. 10 girls are here for me. It was so weird. I'd never experienced that. So that was really fun.
How old were you?
Oh, my 8th birthday.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It was just so good, and my grandparents came, my aunt came. There was one party. I remember my brother. There was some party where my brother was also at the party, because again our birthdays were combined. We'd have a 7-Eleven party, or because of the ages, we'd some sort of theme. Yeah. So we had freaking slushies everywhere.
Yeah.
One birthday, I think I saw my brother's gift, and I just yelled out when we're about to open present. He's about to open his present. It was a bike or something, and I walked out of the garage and into the kitchen in front of everyone, and I go, I know what my brother's getting. And my dad came over and slapped me in the face. I don't know why. Maybe I said the gift. Maybe I said he's getting a bike, and they're smack. No. But I remember my Nana saw me and she's like, oh! She's just like, my Nana's gangster too. Like, she's not afraid to smack people, but
she just
like,
felt bad for you. Like,
yeah,
oh, no.
Yeah. I just got smacked for just not even. I swear I didn't say the gift. I just said I know what he's getting, and my parents like slapped me, and I'm like, oh my god, abuse, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know. That was another weird.
Like the worst.
That was like, I don't
Not
know.
the worst.
No, but it was weird.
Very memorable. You're like,
yeah.
what?
I was like, why? And then one birthday I had a facial thing. Like when I was 15, I had 3 girls over. We just did like homemade facials out of bananas or something.
Oh, cute.
And
those are my favorite.
They just
ones
gave us
like
acne.
Small. They do, like with bananas and like all that.
Oh no!
Wait, do you use bananas?
I mean, then we tried like homemade smoothie facials. Oh, what do you use? Oh, because you know this stuff.
I use ground oats mixed with yogurt and coconut.
Maybe we did that.
No, I don't know. I don't use.
We used some wheatgrass and some juice and
lemons,
cold pressed juice and Lululemons.
I just pour it over my body.
Just buy, just on your clothes.
You know how expensive they are? They're like $10 a bottle, so I buy like 80 bottles.
Put in a bathtub and just swim in it, and then drink it, and then juice. And then here's the last one. We're just doing random questions that are kind of personal. Okay, how do we? So I have a friend who cares about this person not liking her. She shall not be named.
It's not me.
She might be.
It's not me.
She may have been on a previous podcast.
It may seem like it's me.
No, it may seem like it's one of us. But how do we? Like, you can, like, we're both motivated, independent, kick-ass. Like, I think we are, so. You just kicked your leg out. Yeah, kick-ass. So, like, how do we not care? What advice can we give for people to not care if someone likes you or not? Like, if you can relate to us, what advice do we give to people who are like, how do you not care if someone likes you or not? And you just stay creative and just continue.
This is what I do.
Okay.
Usually I'm in a dark room. I'm looking at like Facebook or like a message or something like that, and or something triggers me. I get triggered, like that lady that said like, "Excuse me," I just in that dark room I just go, "I don't give a shit," like that.
Like as if she's in the room.
Yeah,
I do it too.
I don't give a shit, and I say it like 5 times, and then I'm good.
Did you see that video where I'm like talking as that lady at the library? It's a lady I saw at the library where I have glasses on my Instagram.
Yes, that was really good.
Did you like it? Because I was just
yes, I loved it.
Like people who talk to themselves, whether they're crazy, like they're on drugs, they're on the street, they got kicked out, they got evicted.
Something
They're
happened.
just working shit out.
They
and
are.
Comedians on stage talking to an audience, but they're talking
really
to themselves. Yeah, and when comedians are on stage, they're really just talking to themselves. Yeah. They're just working shit out at open mics, especially. So, like, yeah, that's great. Like, get that out. It's like punching a pillow, but you're vocalizing.
By myself, I just say, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't care what you say about me. But inside, I'm like, I do care. But, you
gotta convince your brain.
That act of saying, I don't give a shit, like, to the dark, it just helps.
Do you do this at 3 a.m.? Or when no one's home?
It's just like sometimes.
It's just like
it could be like 9 p.m. It could be 8:30. It could be like 4 in the morning. It doesn't matter. You just do it, and you're like, I feel better.
Yeah. I mean, I live alone, so I can get away with it. Unless my neighbor along the wall I share with my neighbor, she's like, who's
trimming hedges?
Someone's trimming hedges outside. Like, what? I thought this girl lived alone. She sounded like she's perpetually alone. I thought, who's she talking to?
Please.
And then, that's the advice we can give.
I don't know. I don't think I can give very good advice.
Also, we're trying to control, I'm trying to learn this. Like, when we get frustrated, we're trying to control the outcome of something.
Yes.
Like, we want it to go a certain way. We want a certain person to like us. We want a certain job. And I was trying to tell my friend this. Like, you're trying to control the outcome, and it's making you sick.
Yeah. You can't
she has pneumonia. People. Like, she gave her, I mean, I think there's something, the flu's always going around.
But still.
Yeah, like, you can make yourself so sick trying to control an outcome, how someone reacted to you.
You gotta, again, take those days where you just, like, eat like crap and you scream in
the
dark.
Weeks of that.
You listen to Sia and you're like, I'm so sad. And then all of a sudden, one day you wake up and you do your laundry and you're like, wow, I'm put together. And then you have another week. And then the next week, all of a sudden, it happens. And you just go through, like, that's those cycles. And it's normal.
Yeah.
If anything, I just hope we all agree, those listening and those in this room right now agree that this is normal.
It's normal.
I feel like Oprah. This is normal. Everyone
cries. There's crying under your chair.
Everyone cries.
Everyone cries.
So, we have boxes of tissues under the chairs.
We have boxes of tears. Put your tears in here.
Tears in a little bottle.
Oh, that's kind of like, you can make a clone me out of that.
Actually, we should all just carry our tears in a bottle around our necks, and that'll be the next movement. Like, we all cry, or something like
it's
that.
like, the boss says we all cry. And we're like, anytime you want to cry, you just look at the bottle, you're like, oh, I already did. You scoop up your tears.
I wish you could, like, see, I'm more of, like, I talk, but I'm more of, like,
I can take a photo.
I'm more of, like, like, it's my movement that makes me funny.
Yeah,
so
guys, you gotta see all the movements she's
everyone's
doing.
listening to this
She just
podcast.
tried to scoop up her tears with her Starbucks cup.
It's very accurate. Like, what I do, like...
Yeah, it's so accurate. It's like you're really crying and you're really scooping up your tears right now. You know. And you looked at it like, why is this red? Am I bleeding through my eyes?
But when you listen to me, they're like, you're probably like, oh, she's all over the place.
They're gonna love it. Everyone's gonna listen to this because you're on it. You're at that level.
Oh,
no. You and I will one day host an award show. We're like the John Mulaney and Nick Kroll of everything. Someday. Please.
Could Matthew Broderick be on it? You know, remember that he was on that special? Hello.
Oh, he was on. Yeah, we have a guest.
Yeah.
Our guest.
They never even used him.
Oh, yeah.
They just closed the door on him, and they just went off in their own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someday, April. Someday.
Well, we do a lot of voices. We can totally do that. Okay.
Yes.
So many voices. So, is there anything you want to plug right now, or like where we can find you on social media?
Go to my Instagram. I do a lot of. And then you can actually see my face and see me do different mannerisms.
She actually doesn't sound ugly at all.
I know. I sound ugly.
But she looks pretty.
I'm pretty. And it's Rebecca _Gambino. Rebecca _Gambino. That's it.
Yeah, and it's Gambino. Bino, like dino.
Gambino.
Yeah.
Gambino. Gambino.
If you just type that in, you'll probably find her, or you'll find that one guy
that killed people in the mob.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. Or Childish Gambino.
Yeah, that's who you'll find. I'm thinking of that guy from Atlanta. From Atlanta, the show, not a freaking killer in Atlanta. Or wherever.
There were a lot of mobsters. Italian mobsters, Gambinos.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not part of it.
I know a lot about Rebecca's life, and that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. You see the anger in my eyes.
I see the Italian anger.
Yeah, it's hereditary. I use my hands a lot. Like, get out of my way.
Like, get out of here.
Get out of my way. You stupid idiot. Hate him.
Are you full Italian and that's it?
I'm half Italian.
Okay, so it's half anger.
Half anger. So could you imagine?
You seem nice.
Yeah, exactly. So my anger just is inside. So that's why I have to like let it out in the dark. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm like pulling
in a bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah, the bowl of spaghetti was poured on myself. But I've said too much.
So I want to thank you guys for listening. And our emails, please send dickpics@gmail.com. So thank you again, and remember to please send dick pics.